And good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Let's get some Instagram up and running. Yeah, we got some background music playing today. This is actually our theme music from our podcast. And I was like, I've got those assets sitting right there. Let's use those. All right, let's get into it. Where are we? Apparently, there's a very specific set of circumstances under which I am delightful at parties, and Saturday night at bedtime is not one of them. Let me tell you about my accidental networking experiment this weekend. Good morning. This is the Daily, a morning report for the Working Actor NYC. It is Monday, August 10th. Thank you for being here. We're live every weekday at 8 a.m. and I would love to see you here. So let me know what it is where you are, where you're coming from, and what you are working on in your acting career. I'm all ears, and I really want to know what's going on and what you're working on. Yeah, so actors are constantly told to network, but we don't talk nearly enough about figuring out how you personally network well. And I did an accidental experiment about this over the weekend because on Saturday night, one of my dear friends was having a party. It was a rooftop in Harlem. It was after dark. There was music. There were beautiful people. This is a fabulous New York party, and my friend throws this party every summer, and it's a very cool, sexy event, right? I bump into a dear friend of mine, one of my roommates from tour, so somebody I know very well, somebody I love very dearly, and his husband. Great conversation, catching up. They're telling me their exciting news. One of them is a company manager for a major Broadway show, and he's now going to be doing the tour of that show. And my dear friend is going to be in the show with them. So that's super exciting. I was engaged. I was interested. I was happy to see them. And then comes the moment of, okay, now go mingle. And my brain's like, absolutely not. I can't. It's noisy. It's like my bedtime. And talking to strangers requires you to generate a kind of social energy that I just don't always have. Literally 20 minutes and I was out of that party. Is that terrible? And I didn't go, and from there, I didn't go home defeated. I gave myself the excuse because I had promised my friend that I would meet them at Lincoln Center for the final silent disco of the season. And I went to a silent disco and danced with my friends for half an hour or so. I mean, it wasn't, the problem wasn't I don't like people. The problem wasn't I don't have energy. I had energy for something that I wanted to do, but I didn't have the kind of energy required to initiate conversations with strangers in an already challenging environment. That's the distinction. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Stormin. I appreciate that very much. Stormin sent me a heart. Me. What else, friends? Someone. Thank you for being here, everybody. I appreciate your love and support. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate the gifts. They're super helpful in getting the word out about the lives. So please spread the word. Help me spread the word about the Working Actor NYC. That's where you are. Let me know where you are in the world and what you're working on in your acting career today, so that we can talk through it. Because I'm talking through these two parties that I went to over the weekend and what it taught me about networking. So then yesterday, I went to a different party. It was earlier. It was in the evening. It was still daylight, outside. It was a quieter environment. I was still energetically, I was still awake. There were a mix of people there, people that I've worked with and genuinely like, and those existing relationships become little social anchors, right? I was catching up with friends. I was enjoying myself. And those conversations naturally connect you with people. And importantly, I talked to new people too. And there was just because I had the energy to do it. The same person who couldn't muster energy for strangers the night before was able to do it maybe not effortlessly, but was able to do it last night. And please let me know if you've ever felt like this. Type a one in the comments. I want to know if I'm alone here. It's this battle, but I think they call it an ambivert now. Sometimes I'm introverted, sometimes I'm extroverted, and there are factors that play into when the introvert and the extrovert. It depends on who can take control. Let me know if I'm alone in this. Type one in the comments if you recognize that behavior in yourself. So the second party last night, I lasted 90 minutes. I gave myself an A plus. Oh, Carson is like two. Carson does not recognize that behavior. All right, Carson, what's the secret? Tell me what your extrovert secret is. Or maybe you're the opposite and you're like total introvert all the time. I don't get out. I don't like people. So I think what I learned from this experience was, you know, I can't oh, cool, Carson. Fair enough. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Um, I'm going to stop judging my networking ability independently of the conditions under which I'm trying to do it. Hi, Chili's back. Hi, Chili. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back. Like, I think there's important information there about what time of day are you socially strongest? Is the party a big party with lots of people, or is it a more intimate gathering? Thank you so much, Lay. I love this hoodie. I've got the air conditioning blasting, so thank you, Jude Balbin. I appreciate it. Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan of this sweater. It depends what the volume is like in the room. Is it a loud room, or is it somewhere I can actually have a conversation? Is it a completely cold environment, or is it an environment where I already know two people, right? These are all. Oh, good morning, Jude and wife. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. Here at the Daily on the Working Actor NYC, this is the environment to tell me what you're working on in your acting career so that we can get into it. Come through Canada. Where else in the world are we coming from? Let me know where everybody is. Jat is in New York City, the greatest city on the planet. Right here I'm in Brooklyn, which is still part of New York City, but not the Manhattan part. Manhattan part's over there. Hi, good morning, Gab. So yeah, I just had this sort of like A/B experiment, social experiment over the weekend about going to parties and what it taught me about my social skills and my networking interaction ability. There are situations when I can be good about walking up to strangers and introducing myself, but then there are situations where I hope introductions happen organically. Am I and then there's, another condition that factors into all of this is like, is it a situation where I genuinely want to be there, or is it because I've decided I should be there, right? All of those things, play a factor in whether or not introvert Benjamin is ruling or extrovert Benjamin is ruling the situation. And in the back of my mind was the whole time we had recorded our live podcast on Saturday afternoon. And in the back of my mind, I'm at these parties and I'm thinking, you still have to edit the podcast, Benjamin. You still have work to do. Hey, Dinmin, hi. I'm from Australia. Australia is home. Where are you from? But I live in Brooklyn now, so that's where I am. So networking doesn't require becoming the person who works the room. It requires figuring out the circumstances in which I am genuinely curious about people. The goal isn't how many people did I meet, it's did I have any conversations worth continuing? The 20-minute party the party where I lasted 20 minutes was not necessarily a failure. I had a wonderful conversation with two people I really care about. I just was able to recognize that I wasn't in a state of mind energetically where I wanted to manufacture 5 new relationships and conversations. And the following night, conditions were better, so I naturally expanded outward, right? So maybe the question isn't, am I good at networking? Maybe it's, under what circumstances am I good at connecting with people? Because those are two very, very different situations. Dinh Minh Hoai, I've never been to Vietnam. I'm dying to do it. I love Vietnamese food. And for me, the whole purpose of travel is food adventures. So I am actually dying to come to Vietnam. And a good friend of mine just got back, and they did the thing where they don't book accommodations. They just land and see where they want to go and see who they meet. I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm quite that adventurous. I do like to know where I'm going to put my bag down and have a shower. But no, I have not been to Vietnam yet. Yeah, Mags, I need some sort of a plan. I do need some sort of a plan. Oh, here we go. We've got some friends over on YouTube. Sometimes Alonzo feels me. Sometimes it takes a lot of energy. Oh, thank you for the watch time, Snailfly. I appreciate that. Alonzo is also decidedly more introverted, but it's all perfectly reasonable. Yeah, no, and Alonzo, it doesn't matter whether you're an actor or not. Some people just, there are situations where hi, Serbia, thank you for being here. Thank you very much, Bandari. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's this, Alonzo, tell me, have you heard this ambivert, I think is the what they call it now, where the introvert and the extrovert are sort of like not battling each other for control, but sometimes I'm one, sometimes I'm the other. You know what I mean? That is certainly how I identify, and that's and I just sort of feel like there are circumstances where I just have to acknowledge that the extrovert is going to have his chance to shine, and sometimes the introvert is going to be like, nope, can't do it, I'm good. Let me know if that resonates for you. Dear. So on today's menu, I can't remember what's actually on my calendar, which is bad and wrong. I should have checked that before I started, but I got really excited because we recorded our live podcast over the weekend, and we had this fantastic discussion. And I'm going to actually get to post one of the clips from it in a little while, because I don't have a clip up today. Chile said, yes, I started acting professionally when I was 11 in The Sound of Music. That's right. Hello, Lady Sophique. Thank you. Sophie Q, Lady Sophique. I like Sophique. That's a good name. Welcome. Thank you for being here on the Working Actor NYC. Yes, so I started my professional career. My first professional job was at age 11. And uh, so yeah, I'm very excited about today's clip that I'm going to be publishing from the podcast because we got into this really great discussion about creativity and whether you're Chile. I played Kurt, who dances the Ländler with Maria and sings the high note at the goodbye. That was me, 11 years old, time of my life, working with some of Australia's finest celebrities of the early 80s. I had such a great time. And I'm still in contact with some of those folks. Of course, they're very, well, it was interesting to watch how some of the other kids, the careers that they went on to. One of them, Justine Clark, she was a soap opera actress for a while and then became the host of an extremely famous Australian television children's show, which really cool. Cristovam de Souza says, I'm from Pernambuco in northeastern Brazil, where culture and music are a huge part of who we are. That's so cool. Welcome, Brazil. Thank you for being here. I appreciate. Ireland's in the house. Come on. Thank you, Margaret Winnie. I appreciate the love and support. That's very generous of you. So yeah, we had this great discussion on the podcast. It's just been published on RSS, wherever you get your podcasts. Check out the Working Actor NYC. Kenya, Nairobi, drink donut. I'm good. Uncle Actor, that I am your Uncle Actor. This is where we talk about all things acting. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career. Let me just check in over on Instagram. Hi, Deb Linehan. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so the podcast is up. We had a great talk about creativity, about giving yourself credit for times when you're creative in your life that have nothing to do with getting paid for it. And, this idea that your creativity belongs to you before anybody hires you to use it. So give yourself credit and recognize that you are exercising all of the skills you need to be creative every day when you're using your imagination, when you are making choices, when you are exercising your taste, saying, I like this, I don't like that. Whether you, every time you ask yourself, what can I bring to this situation? You're exercising your voice. I am not single, I am married. But thank you for asking, Margaret. I appreciate that. So yeah, that was the discussion that we had on our podcast. Check that out. It's called Radical Ownership of Your Creative Life. You can check that out on our YouTube channel. You can check that out on rss.com, wherever you get your podcasts, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. That is now available. And the video version is up on YouTube. So check that out too. All of our life is good. I drink donut. Life is really good. I drink coffee in the Working Actor NYC fueled by callbacks and coffee mug. You can get any of our merch, including our baseball caps and t-shirts with some of our favorite slogans on them, like, I don't know if I booked the job, but the part was mine for 15 minutes. All of that stuff is available on theworkingactornyc.com/merch. Head over there and pick yourself up a coffee mug or a baseball cap. And because I don't get paid for any of this, so purchasing the merch is a super helpful way to help us keep the lights on here at the Working Actor NYC. Oh, Summer from the Dolls of Horror says, drinks just taste better in my Working Actor NYC mug. Thank you, Summer. Spread the word, spread the love. I drink donuts. Do you have any advice for the younger generation like me, Uncle? The lesson that I wished I had learned earlier in my life was to stop trying to please other people and to show up as my genuine and authentic self. Uh, Once I started doing that, I became more useful to people. When I decided that my voice was worth being heard, uh, that was when I started getting hired more. So that would be my advice. Hello, Opian Est. Thank you for being here. Let me know where you're coming in from and what you're working on in your acting career. You are welcome. I Drink Donut. The Working Actor NYC, the Daily, is here every weekday morning at 8 a.m. I Drink Donut. I want to know where you are in the world. Did you already tell me? And did I shout it out already? We've got Margaret from Kenya, Nairobi. We've got Carol, the actor from Ireland. Carol, what's the acting scene like in Ireland? I would love to know more about that. Is it in here in America, here in New York City? Obviously, a lot of the work is in the available work is in musicals, in regional musicals. Of course, there's a smaller subset that works on Broadway. I've done 3 Broadway shows. But of course, here in New York City, we also have access to film and television. So I would love to know what the environment's like in Ireland. I'd be super interested to know about that. Chili, are you still here? Let me know. Oh, I Drink Donut is from the Philippines. Excellent. We always get a lovely group of people from the Philippines and from Indonesia and from Vietnam. It must be about something about the timing. This must be a good time to catch people in Southeast Asia. Do I have any regrets in my life? Wow, that got real deep real fast. Do I have any regrets in my life? Nothing I regret being a dick to that a woman who parked her car outside my house. Ugh, that haunts me. When I was younger, I carried a lot of self-confidence. And unfortunately, I can pinpoint a couple of times when it expressed itself as arrogance. And that is a lesson that I learned and still regret. So I try very hard to make sure that I am not displaying, Chile is still here, hoping to learn from the greats. You're in the right spot, Chile. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. So yeah, I always try to. Hi, Apiwan. Thank you for being here. Apiwan in Thailand. Esther from Uganda is here. Thank you for being here, Esther. So the episodes that haunt me today that I feel shame about are the times when my self-confidence became arrogance, and I do not like that behavior in other people. I certainly do not like that behavior in myself. So I'm always keeping my radar up for the behavior in myself. All right, let me check in. Let's just see where we are today. Great. So today, what I have on my schedule is that I have a lot of checking in to do with my coaching clients. I have several coaching clients who are sort of like, we were like, let's reschedule this session. And so I have like 4 sessions that I need to reschedule. And so I want to check in with those folks to make sure that we can get back on track. Oh, brutal question, I Drink Donut. I'm not sure that I have any. My love and encouragement will always go to people who need it. And I'm not certain what the circumstances are that you're talking about. I drink donuts, so I don't feel comfortable making some sort of blanket statement. But anybody who needs my love and support will always have it. Um, that's a bit of a brutal question. All right, friends, I'm going to keep it moving. I want to thank you all for being here. No, I definitely cannot say that, Ethan Vryantis. I think that's one of the bots. Hey, Lipper's here. Oh, please tell us a joke, Lipper. What do you got? Lipper, Mr. Lipsy from Chicago is here in the house. And please follow Lipper on TikTok because if you want to laugh, because Lipper always has a joke ready to go. It's a really fun channel to watch. Hello and welcome. Leomin, thank you for being here. Yes. Okay, so Peter Lipsy in Chicago is a stand-up comedian who also does a oh dang, what's the name of the name of your comedy, your regular comedy sketch? It was something really clever and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I don't think I wrote it down. But over on YouTube, Peter is leave it to geezers. That makes me laugh. Leave it to geezers. Summer in at the Dolls of Horror in Chicago. If you ever see Leave It to Geezers, go check it out. Peter Lipsy is stand-up comedian, and he's always got a good joke on TikTok. Love it. Time for the laughs. Rush is in the house too. Thank you for being here. I am 12162. I am not originally from the USA, but I've lived here for over 26 years now. I've been a working actor in New York City for over 26 years. All right, friends. Oh, Chili. Chili says, can you give advice on gaining healthy self-confidence and showing up unapologetically? It takes practice, Chili. It's a decision that you make to not apologize. And it just takes practice. I would say that there are some environments in which I feel more self-confident than others. And so if that is something that you struggle with, give yourself the exercise of strengthening that in yourself by showing up in environments where it's easier for you to do that so that you can strengthen the muscle, and then you can start to move into environments where it's more difficult. Oh, wait, Peter Lipsy's giving us a joke. What do you call an Amish person with his hand in a horse's mouth? A mechanic. Excellent work. I was last Christmas, I was working at Fulton Theater in Amish country in Pennsylvania, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So I was quite familiar with seeing the horse and buggy on the roads there. 12162. It is now 8:29 on Monday, August 10th in the morning. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. 12162. Indonesia's always welcome in the house. Summer is asking, where do you ever perform live? I think the Leave It to Geezers show is live, right? Did I misunderstand that? Is that an online thing or is that a live show that you guys do? I don't remember going to to comedy clubs in Chicago, because I've only ever been there performing, so I don't remember going to comedy clubs in Chicago. Uh, Peter, if you're still there, let me know where we can see Leave It to Geezers. Peter says yes, it is live. We'll be doing Zanies soon, and a Del Webb active adult community as well. Zanies, cool. So Summer, there you go. There's your chance to check out Leave It to Geezers. Oh, 12162, we don't have dry seasons or wet seasons. Oh, Summer asks Peter, is that Rosemont or Old Town? We don't really have dry seasons and wet seasons here, although in the summer, the wet shows up as real wet. We're having a lot of very heavy storms at the moment. And then, of course, in the winter, it shows up as snow. Wolf in the house, you are welcome. Rosemont. Summer, Peter says it's at Rosemont. Oh, this is fun. I'm so glad. Pardon me, excuse me. I Drink Donut asks, yes, I do use Instagram. You can find at the Working Actor NYC. Same handle as right here on TikTok, on YouTube. Check out the Working Actor NYC. All right, my friends, I'm going to keep it moving. It's been great to spend the last half hour with you. I will be right back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Remember, wherever you are in your acting career, you got this. You got this. Keep going. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Bye for now. All right, my friends. I'll see you at 8 a.m. tomorrow.